Alright, so for all the new subscribers, I don't know if you've been following me for a while, but I have been on a workout journey, and I finally bought some running shoes. Alright, welcome to the studio. We're finally all mic'd up. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Herb Experience. It's been a while, but I'm back.
Yes!
And I have a C4. If you're on the YouTube account, you obviously see the visuals. But if you're on audio, what's up? Thank you for everybody on Spotify watching this episode. I know you're only from Spotify because that's where I post this video. But today, we're going to be talking about how to get started as a young creative. This is my passion because as a young creative, I'm only 20 and I started when I was 16. I've learned a few things over the years. I've learned that people still underestimate my skills and my abilities just because of my age, which is fine. I mean, that's normal in the industry. They would rather hire the dude who's 40 than the guy who's 18. But there's also a line of just maturity, how you have to step up. And that is what I'm trying to do and hopefully grow the community through me progressing as a videographer and showing kids that, hey, you can be in high school and you can still be making money in high school. Or when you're in high school, you can be working for the school getting paid. Like, you don't have to act like, hey, once I get the degree or, hey, once I get whatever, then I can start making money. You can make money today, and especially with YouTube and just how you apply yourself. The sky's the limit. But that's kind of a rant. So today we're going to be talking about first steps. So when getting started as a young creative or videographer, I'm just going to say social media or content creator because it's very broad and some people want to be a photographer and some people want to be a videographer. So the industry is very wide and you can do kind of anything. I mean, I take photos sometimes and sometimes I take videos, but the reason why I am only a videographer is just because in Oklahoma, I can stand out a lot easier. Plus, I'll make more money than a photographer just because that's how it is. Like, I mean, in a portrait session, you're only making, well, I don't charge nearly enough, but you're only making like $300 at max. And then you're doing a bunch of mini shoots. With sports, I'm making $500 at the minimum nowadays. And not to mention when I work with schools. So just to show you, like, hey, I am very transparent with this stuff because I really don't care. Like, I want to show you guys and help you and show you that, hey, you can apply the same formula that I've been using in my business and you can do the same thing. The industry isn't cutthroat. I don't know what people have been telling you. I just want to help grow the community. So, second thing, work with what you have. Don't buy stupid things you don't need for your business. For the longest time, I had a Canon T4i and I was very discouraged because I would see a bunch of my friends with Sony G Master lenses and the top of the line of equipment. And I'm like, well, that's why my equipment isn't working. Like, that's why I'm not making money. I still made money with a Canon T4i. And I used that thing for like 2 years until finally I was like, you know what? Gear does matter. Gear matters to like extent. But what I'm saying is don't buy when you're not making a dime. Like, this should be basic. Like, try and at least make something before you keep buying more expensive equipment because you're obviously not making money. So be very careful, invest, learn what you can work with, learn what you can't work with, and that's going to help you in the long run. Oh, one more thing. It's going to be hard. Nobody said it was easy. There's a reason why everybody does not own their own business. Like, this is going to be the most time-consuming job you've ever had. You don't clock in, you don't clock out. Like, you're always, like, even when I'm on business trips or when I'm traveling, I get an email for a new wedding, like, and I have to send out that contract. So do not get this idea of like, hey, owning your own business is the best thing in the world. Like, maybe when you're 40 or 50 and you've done the work and you have other people to do the work for you. But right now, I just want you to know that you're going to have to invest more money than you're aware of. like invest back in your business to grow your business. You're not going to make money and spend on a brand new car. Like you have to sacrifice. And so I just want to make that very clear with any videographer that it blows my mind because dudes will have a business and be like, yo, I want to make this my number one goal. I want to make this business my life. And then they go buy a $50,000 car or $60,000 car when they're not making a lot of money. And that's just me, but I think that's so stupid because that's money you could have bought a new studio with or invested into more equipment or invested in lighting, which helps so much in your stuff. So I just want you to know, yeah, that's a very, very crucial part, and please be aware of that. But you also have to be self-motivated. I mean, I can't tell you all the right things to do. In social media also, this is kind of like a thing that's dissed upon, which is working the 9 to 5. And I want you to know that even though I'm like anti-college and just, I have a long story going to that, and like anti all this, I worked a 9 to 5 and it sucked. Like I have been a dish boy. I have worked at a brewery doing social media, getting used, making only $15 an hour when I invested $6,000 equipment. I've done the things and I've looked and I've prayed and I've literally asked God, like, why am I here when I should be here? And I just want you to know, this is why you save your money, or this is why you're smart with your money, because you work that job and in your off time you hustle just so your second hobby can, I don't know the term, but basically your second hobby becomes your actual job. So just want to lay that all out there. Like, yes, you're going to have to work a 9 to 5 and you're going to have to make sacrifices. But at the end of the day, I just want you to know it's so, so worth it. Like I find so much fulfillment in like even the fact that I'm making this video to help give knowledge to some young creatives shows like how important it actually is. Because in this industry, like I said, it's cutthroat. It's not cutthroat, but there's a lot of people that just want to keep information for themselves because they're scared that somebody's going to be better than them or whatever. This is the cool part about videography is your creativity. No one can take that away from you. Like that's what separates you from other videographers. This is why you can pick and choose who you want to hire. So don't get it twisted that, hey, I can't show somebody how I color grade or I can't show them my secret sauce because then they're going to be better than me. Like I really don't care. And this is one of the problems with the industry.